Birmingham, England.
I am jazzed about this event, man.
Going to be a big show. The Mutant World Deadlift Championships.
And
the Strongman Open.
Welcome to Giants Live.
It's going to be a battle.
If you want to watch Strongman, come to a Giants Live because it's the most exciting.
I can't wait to see it.
Thor the Mountain Bjornsson is back.
And we've got Thor back. Oh my gosh, he puts a spanner in the works, doesn't he?
Giants Live has awesome crowds.
And there's a promise of something really, really special.
I mean, there's nothing more maximum than a max deadlift, simple as that.
510 kilos.
I'm here to hopefully watch Thor break history or any of the other guys lift something no human has ever lifted before.
I'm happy to be here and excited to compete.
510 kilos. Please make it happen. We all want to see it.
He wants to break the world record on deadlift and he wants to win the show as well.
If I lifted 510 kilos in some sort of crazy universe, I'd be like, I'm done for tonight. I've just earned 100 grand. Like, I'm good. You lot crack on.
As in, see you later, guys. Peace out.
I believe I can deadlift 510 kilograms. I also believe I can win the show, so why not?
I'm excited for it, but the rest of the show, man, I'm coming for you.
In this competition, the best that you could possibly hope for is second.
I hope you shine your bald head, dude, because it's gonna look good when it's on that second place.
You do look phenomenal at the minute, so let's see if you can keep your head on at this one.
Paddy Haynes, my brother. You're flying at the minute.
Thor, how does it feel being the second biggest guy in this lineup?
Big Paddy, the mustache-wearing southerner.
Luke, you're getting old. You should probably retire, man.
I suppose, Thor, you did retire, and you're younger than me, so I don't know what that says about me.
Luke, we've been doing this a long time, mate.
Luke, you're like my big bad Scottish brother, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to beat you again.
They called me a spicy margarita once. Big Austin. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you smash a deadlift, mate. Don't fall in your arse this year. No, it's always a pleasure getting to compete against you, man. You're getting up in age, though.
Austin, you're genuinely wider than you are tall.
You're beasts. One cake of a man.
You know, I'm gonna run rings around you this one, my friend.
I'm gonna be chasing you on those steeplechase. You're probably gonna win it, but that's the only other event you'll win.
Got so many incredible athletes and they're all going to want it.
6 events. Are we mad?
I think this could be the deepest group of deadlifters we've ever seen.
Max Deadlift is a bit of a signature event in Strongman.
Normally, we do the deadlift one at a time and the max lifts.
Yeah, we're going for 2 platforms so I can move things on a little bit faster.
The problem with the Max Deadlift is sometimes it can drag on.
You know, there is 14 people in the World Deadlift Championship.
I know the guys at Giants, they like to run a really quick show for the fans.
We can't spend all night just doing deadlift. We have got 5 other events to do.
Up to 1,000 pounds we'll be going in 2, and then from 470 onwards we'll be going singly.
For me, nothing is as good or has more impact than the biggest ever deadlift.
So the Mutant World Deadlift Championships, and all the talk is about Thor Bjornsson on 510 kilos, but that kind of overlooks a lot of potential personal bests, records that may fall on the way to the pinnacle.
The history of the deadlift is probably one of the biggest stories in our sport.
Obviously this event's got a lot of history, you know, from Eddie's 500, Benny put in 460 before that.
It's going to be a good one. It's going to be some big numbers, I think.
All the best deadlifters in the world are here. I think there's no one sat at home.
Anytime we get together and all try and pull a max deadlift is always exciting.
These guys are at the top of their profession. They are the apex predators. They're the great whites.
There's plenty of guys who are going to be pulling over that 1,000 pound mark.
Certainly over half the field are going to do over 1,000. I'm certain of that, probably a lot more.
But in a lineup like this, let's say you hit low 400 kilo lift, you're going to be last place in the deadlift.
Got Evan.
Will do well and he'll rip some barbells this weekend.
Win at Royal Albert Hall, win at the Strongest Man on Earth.
In terms of pedigree, I think Evan is probably the best strongman of this group right now.
Now, Evan didn't get the down signal. Let's make some noise here. He's got to get this. I think he thought he had that lift. He didn't get the down signal.
I noticed a little bit of motion with the referee's hand, which I interpreted as a down call, so I went down.
Well, before we did the deadlift, everybody was told that when we have our hand up like that, and if we are not happy with their lockout, we'll wave for them to lock it out.
Needs to try and keep his head together. The last thing you want to do is lose that.
It felt like it moved pretty fast. It felt like I didn't really have to struggle with it that much.
Evan hadn't fully locked out, and I wanted him to lock out, lockout better. I was trying to signal him to do that.
Now watch Magnus's hand. He gives the signal to carry on. Oh. Oh, Magnus. There goes another 8,000 Christmas cards.
I was going off of, obviously, the hand call.
I can get if he got mixed signals with it or whatnot.
If you're in the moment and you're pulling that deadlift, you know, it certainly looked to me like he was giving a down command, but then Maggie's gone the opposite way with his hand towards, you know, the other way, and it's kind of like, and then he's gone to pull the second rep and popped his hamstring, and then that's it, good night.
So, you know, things go wrong, and, you know, I feel bad that out of this he developed an injury.
I knew right then my show was done.
And he was in such good form as well as a pity.
I've known Evan for a few years, and I've always kind of been in the corner.
I imagine that isn't an easy one for Evan to take, and human error is obviously a thing, and you can get 99% of calls right, and then the 1% you get wrong, people will, you know, hate you for it, and I'm sure Maggie gets a hard enough time, you know, shit happens.
Yeah, life goes on. There's always going to be more shows.
I think we might have to change the signal.
Put forth the performance that I had planned to put on tonight.
I think you're better off kind of letting this stuff go.
This event is really important on Strongman calendar.
We get to see who has got the biggest deadlift. It's one of the key tests of strength in our sport.
Every year we get a chance to really prove ourselves in terms of our raw strength.
So I'm always nervous before a show. I was probably more nervous before this one.
Man, Giants is in a league of its own when it comes to putting shows on.
You know, we do put on a big production. It's a massive crowd.
And the production behind it, it's absolutely beautiful. We look like damn rock stars when we're out here.
All the conditions are perfect.
Gavin looking for a new Welsh record. Paddy looking for a massive personal best.
Gavin the Bull Bilton.
New coach.
He's working with Dan Hipkiss.
Gav Bilton, he's the guy that was good like a few years ago, right?
Big Gav, still the original Tash and Perm.
440 is a massive weight.
It wasn't that many years ago when 440 was the world record.
You'll get that Welsh record.
Everyone loves Gav. Simple as that.
He's smashing his deadlift training.
The Welsh record that belongs to Gav, I believe, is 430, so he'll be going for anything over that.
Gav Bilton's been knocking on the door for a while.
So there's a few wheels within wheels going on here.
Gav Bilton pulling 440 was really good to see. It's a Welsh record.
The Welsh best.
The Welsh warrior. So happy for Gav to be back.
We all got to see exactly how much that meant to him. Good for you, Gavin Bilton.
The Giant from Michigan.
It was crazy. It was awesome. It reminded me a lot of back when I played football.
Bryce Johnson. He is one big human.
The man is enormous. And he's proved tonight that his height won't affect his deadlift. He pulled 440 with ease.
Last year I hit 916. So pretty happy with that jump.
Oh my God, like this guy can really pull.
This guy reminds me a bit of a young Brian Shaw.
He's just got a massive frame. I think he's like 6'9" or something. He's absolutely huge.
You've made a very serious splash in a very short amount of time.
I think Thor's the standout guy, obviously, and then there's like a battle for the second and third place.
I would say there's 5 athletes that are very, very close to second.
So crazy now that like up until 1,000 pounds they're running 2 platforms.
This is the place to pull big weights.
I would guarantee there'll be some joint weights lifted.
Raul Flores, 25 years old, from Mexico.
He's young, he's powerful, he's strong.
This young Mexican sensation, Raul, is just a freak of nature. Like, I just can't wait to see what he does.
I saw a couple of his vids on Instagram and they looked, look crazy.
A few weeks ago, he became an internet sensation by deadlifting 480 kilograms.
Bish, bash, bosh. Great to be seeing you back again, mate.
Bish has obviously got a reputation of one of the best deadlifters in the world.
He's coming in here tonight flying on the radar a little bit.
Consistently beating the other best deadlifters in the world.
He's got the raw, unbridled, top-end strength to lift really, really heavy weights really easily.
Bish, a lot of people are calling me a younger version of you, so maybe it's time to move aside and let the next generation come in, my friend.
And not forgetting our mate Paddy.
1,000 pounds is in his crosshairs.
I hope he pulls something massive.
He knows what's possible. Sometimes here at Giants Live, the impossible becomes possible.
Paddy Haynes starts to pull, and it's to the knees, and he looks across.
the chance to put up 470 has got to be, I'm not sure where it is on the list of all-time deadlifters, but it's certainly top 10 ever.
You're in a very, very unique club with 470.
Austin apparently is looking freakishly strong.
Austin Andrade thought cardio was a Spanish pullover.
Austin, hopefully you can pull that full 70 and not fall over this time.
The world's strongest Latino, an unfinished business with 470 kilograms.
I think you can be one of the guys really pushing the deadlift on, as long as you can stay on your own 2 feet.
When Adam Bishop is focused and at his best.
Laser focused on this event today.
And there's a special look in that man's eyes tonight.
The Giants Live World Open. And I'll tell you what.
It's cool to see Bish pull 470.
So pleased for him because he really wanted to put up a big number. I think he possibly could have got 480. He played it safe, went for 470, but it's still massive.
It kind of wasn't right that his max deadlift until today was only £1,000, because obviously everything he's done in competition up till this point, you know that he could supersede that.
Adam Bishop, 470 kilograms, and it was smooth, and there was more there.
Austin Andrade, his 470, that was good to see him kind of get redemption.
He's pulled 470 twice now and fallen over both times, but this time he got the down signal.
Still fell over with it.
So last time he fell backwards at Vegas, this time he fell forwards.
And I think the problem is when he hitches the very heavy weights, he hitches so aggressively that the weights then kind of bounce and it kind of pulls him out of position.
But again, he's put himself in a club there, with Adam Bishop and the other guys that only very few people are in. But I'd like to see him do it without falling over.
Oh my word. Statement made. 470 like silk. And Hathor, you do wonder what that man is capable of.
I don't know. There's a feeling in the air.
And ready to make history.
I don't think he's going to lift it.
The funny guy.
Why not him? Why not now? He's done 505 and he made it look pretty comfortable.
Because to peak twice in a month is it's so hard. Like any strength athlete will tell you that.
I mean, I can't even comprehend pulling 500 kilos.
He's coming back to Giants to prove a point.
I mean, obviously there's a lot of things. It depends how he's woken up this morning.
Only Thor knows the type of shape that Thor's in.
I prefer to see things happen that I don't think are going to happen. If you think it's going to happen, you're only set up for disappointment. So I'm setting myself up for excitement.
I think Thor is pretty set to break this record. I'd be very surprised if he didn't.
Everything's kind of optimal conditions for Hathor to pull that.
Hopefully we've got everything right and platforms are set and everything's ready to go.
In front of a huge crowd, on a great platform, great bar.
I hope and pray he does it. I would just love to see that weight go up. It's been such a long time.
I do think Thor will get 510. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's built to lift. That guy could pretty much stop the planet on its axis.
And do my absolute best.
The Icelandic giant, former world's strongest man, reigning and defending world deadlift record holder. We are here at the Utilita Arena, Birmingham, England. The Mutant Deadlift World Championships, and Hathor Bjornsson is strapping to the bar to try to make history here with the greatest weight ever raised in the history of the sport. Here we go.
Let's go, Thor. Let's go, Thor. Come on. Make some noise. World record.
Bjornsson of Iceland, 510 kilograms. Ladies and gentlemen, and the first thing that comes to mind when you look at that is the fact that was easy.
World record was broken, wasn't it?
I think that was the single greatest lift that any strength athlete of any sport has done ever. Like, especially in the manner he did it.
It was perfect for him, it was perfect for us, perfect for the crowd.
That was pretty cool.
Mind blowing, to be honest.
I don't think anybody expected that 510 to move like it did here for the Icelander.
It didn't look like a max lift, which, you know, even those words seem incredible to be saying.
Effortless.
I just can't believe that someone can be that strong. It's outrageous.
Like, it's just incredible.
Tonight, if you'd have said, right, you know, you need to pull it, I think could have pulled 15 to 20 kilos more.
If he pulls 530, I don't think there's maybe not a human born currently who can beat that.
Guys that are close to 500, but they're doing it ugly. You know, it's taking everything out of them.
Having lifted it that easy, your mind starts to wonder.
I've no doubt in my mind the man is going to come back next year and pull 550 kilos.
For that, and that's something I think I'd love to see in my lifetime.
That is now one of the big moments in Strongman.
5 more events to come here at Giants Live, and we start to move things forward at a pace.
Oh, hang on a minute, I've got an itchy nose.
Avon Singleton as well, unfortunately, got beat up by a bin.
I heard the same thing, that he kicked a bin, and it wouldn't make sense. Like, I could probably rupture every tendon in my body kicking a bin.
Is that how he did his hamstring?
Kicking a bin, yeah.
Yeah, but Pa's a liar.
Wide, Pavlo Nakonechny.
You know that's what
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
I've no doubt in my mind the man is going to come back next year and pull 550 kilos, which in pounds is like...
Trillion.
100. Is 1,200 pounds, isn't it?
You say wide Pavlo Nakonechny 10 times, try that.
You could polish a turd and it'd look good with them on.
Well, that's kind of the plan. I think the overriding term is you can't polish your turd, but you can put glitter on it.
Well, exactly, there you go.
Oh no, it's 1,110 pounds. I'm never wrong. I bet you I'm right.
How do I word this?
If I'm wrong, will you just say that I'm right?
I just want to say on tape, whatever it is, that James on the VC, James put that. Normally, it's myself.
1,212. I was right the first time.
And of course, I'm whittering on to a camera, and he's going to edit this and probably delete it anyway.
Thor Bjornsson can do some incredible things, but he can't say wide Pavlo Nakonechny 3 times. Nobody can do it. Can't be done. Lindsay might do it. Nobody else.